There are national parks with deeper canyons, parks with taller trees and more dramatic glaciers. There are parks in more remote, more rugged, and perhaps more epic landscapes. And yet year after year, for decades, one park consistently welcomes more visitors than all the rest. Not by a little, but by a lot. What is it about these ancient, soft-trunded mountains that calls to nearly 13 million people a year? The answer isn't found on a single postcard vista. It's woven into the very fabric of the place, a combination of accessibility, history, and a unique, almost magical quality that can't be easily defined. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park sits right here on the east coast of the United States. This park is within spitting distance of half the United States residents. There's more to it that we will get into, but for the most part, it's a matter of dense populations and the fact that people just love to be in nature, amongst the trees, the fog, the silence. And this is the story of the most visited national park in America. The Great Smoky Mountains are shrouded in mystery, weird folklore, and consumed by fog, covering up some of the most ancient landscapes in the world. When I say ancient, I mean ancient. The park sits within the greater Appalachian mountain range, where geologists have found that the bedrock of these mountains is somewhere around 480 million years old. What's the difference between these mountains and the mountains that we talked about in my last video? Time. Please consider liking and subscribing. It helps a new channel in YouTube's algorithm so much more than you know. These Great Smoky Mountains used to be sharp, tall, and rugged just like the Cascades, but millions of years ago, ice sheets were grinding over the tops of these mountains, slowly chipping away at their peaks until they developed the round tops that we see today. The mountains look the way they do because they are just so much older than the ones on the West Coast. I know the Appalachian Mountains have a long history of mysteries, missing persons, and folklore that can make it seem a little intimidating, even scary. I think this is true for most old mountain ranges, and since this is the oldest one in the country, it's rich with tales and campfire stories. In reality, the Great Smoky Mountains are just a beautiful recreation site, and a place to get away from the buzz of the city as you drive through Cad's Cove or past the old farmsteads. You're not just looking at pretty scenery. You're walking through the homes, churches, and barns of the families who settled these valleys long before this was a park. There's a tangible connection to the past here, a sense of resilience and simplicity that feels both foreign and deeply comforting. It adds a layer of soul to the beauty. The Smokies are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. This is the most biodiverse place in North America, a temperate rainforest bulging with wildlife, most commonly and maybe most importantly, salamanders. I bet you're wondering where it got its name. This mysterious blue-tinted haze that gives the mountains their name is actually a natural fog released by the vegetation. It's never the same view twice. It softens the edges, creates depth, and adds a layer of mystery to every single vista. It's the park's defining feature, a a living, breathing element that makes every glance feel like a discovery. Ultimately, the Smokies' greatest strength might be its versatility. It doesn't demand anything of you. You don't have to be an expert hiker to experience it. I'm not saying that if you're visiting the United States, that this is the first park you should visit, unless what you're looking for is rich American history and a landscape older than any other in the country, especially if you come to see the fireflies. I'll save that for another time, as it's enough for an entire video of its own. The wildlife in this park is also worth having its own. Trying to fit over 1,000 plant and animal species into this would have diluted the message. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing.